Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing great. We're gonna do a little bit of a late night paper crafting setup. I don't know what we want to call it, but we're gonna be utilizing some of these elements that I got from Victoria Designs. And so if you are interested to see what in the world I'm about to do and what's our paper crafting and/or kind of sort of setup, I don't know what to call it. Just stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I'm going to set up a page in my Hobonichi. So that's why you see my Hobonichi here, but we're not going to be using it for the moment. We're going to put it to the side. I wanted to, in another video I showed you some pages, like my love letter opening is from a folio set that I got from Victoria Designs. And these things that I'm using from her are free. They are her free printables. She does have an Etsy shop, and she has so many other things that you can purchase and do paper crafting. So when I get back to it, I think I will be doing some paper crafting with her stuff. I don't know, something ended up, I kind of landed in this Victorian vintage or this vintage kind of look. It wasn't on purpose. It just kind of landed there. So I wanted to share that that's who it's from, Victoria Designs. And then you can see, like, get some more of her exclusive design freebies, and you can pause the video here and see where you can go do the sign up, and it'll get sent to your emails. And then she even have videos to go with some of these freebies. And so I've already taken the liberty of cutting two separate sets of library cards. Now, I got the inspiration of this from Anika's Creative Closet when I was looking at her reading journal setup, and she's using an 8x8 from Archer and Olive, maybe, but it's an 8x8. And she had this library card and basically like the title, the author, like your review and all that. And I thought that was super cute, and I wanted to use that. She got hers from Amazon, and there's a lot that come in that set, but that was way too many for me because there's no way I was going to even get not even a third through that set. So plus I'm not supposed to be buying planner supplies. So these are two separate kits. This is title, author, date, due, borrower's name. So I'm literally going to put the title of the author, and I will put when I started the book, when I finished the book here, and or I'll do that on the blue color one. So I haven't decided, but they're basically the same. But this one has more of the tea vintage look, and this has more of the real, the teal kind of vintage look. And I really love these colors, and it really kind of goes with the setup. So I'm thinking this would be where I put the book and title when I started, when I finish, and then the review might be on here. Although I did do it double-sided, so I could write the review on the back, but we shall see. But again, free. So I'm going to show you how we're going to set these up. I already cut out the main parts of it, but this is one that's already done. So we're going to kind of fold that. But they come 4 to a sheet on this one. Yeah, 4 to a sheet on this one. And so we're going to do 2 of these, and we're going to do these. I haven't decided which one I wanted to use yet. I'm thinking I want to use these because of the butterfly goes with me. And then there's a larger set where you can kind of store those things in there. So I'm going to prep these and then decide which ones that I want to use. And I did that. And again, y'all, I came here just knowing I was ready to go, but I left my tape in my art glitter glue. So I'll be back. Okay, we're back, and I'm using the double-sided tape from Miss Sparkle & Co. This is old school Joann, y'all. Do they even still have that bin that had like the smaller planner supplies? I don't even know, but that's what we're using. And my scissors, and I did not feel like pulling out my scoreboard and doing all that good stuff, and I really is not necessary, is what I'm gonna say, because I am not using cardstock. And I'm not using cardstock because I'm putting it in my planner in the Hobonichi pages. So that's going to be too heavy for the planner. So I just put it on my, this is either 28 or 32 pound. I can't remember, printer paper. So yeah, not the regular copier paper, but it's either 28 or 32 pound printer paper. And we're going to use our hands to fold them where they need to be folded. These were already cut. I already cut these out, so there's no need for that. But I want to show you how easy it is when you get her template. So you can use your paper trimmer to get the straight lines, which I did to get the straight lines on the side. And then you just need to take your scissors and literally we're going to just follow where the lines are. Now, with the templates that she has, I will say that she usually makes it kind of, let's call it a bleed line, if you will. So that way, when you're folding those things, even if you don't have the antique ink and you're not inking it up, that type of thing, the way she had it set up, it's like you did. Because I don't have any of those supplies. I don't have any archive ink or those little daubers that they use to do the junk journals and the vintage thing. I don't have any of that. And that is okay. And she makes it where it's simple enough for you to have that look without having those supplies. You know what I mean? So like this, it comes one page, but she gives you like a back page so that when you fold them, you'll have the vintage look on the back if you want them, so you don't have that stark white, as she says, on your sheets. So that's how you would do it. That's how easy it is. So we're not going to do all of these, just going to show you these. So the way that she does this is that you can see how we have the white flap and you would think, okay, we're just going to fold at the white flap area here, but we're not, because you notice how the notch is here, and that's on purpose. So that way, when you fold, you don't see any of the whites. It's so that you really kind of look like you've had the full paper. So we're going to fold at the corner. And I'm just going to kind of press and try to keep it straight, but you know, there's that. And so we fold, and you see how we have it like this. And you can see that I did not trim really well here with the white, so we're going to fix that. And that's why she uses the inking, because if you have the ink stuff, she would literally say, don't worry about it. Just ink it up right there if you didn't get, you know, close enough to the edge, so that you just don't have that stark white, which I don't. And it's not that bad. I mean, it's not that serious, really. But I do want to kind of keep the stark white out the way if I can, if possible. So I'm going to try my best to do that. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to fold it and try to keep it straight. And we're folding in. And so if you had your scoreboard, you would literally score, and then you would score across here. And so we're just using this because this is the line you would score on your scoreboard. But I'm not busting out the scoreboard. Do that. And we're folding, and I'm folding right here because I want it to be at the corner. So you're not exactly at the white line, you're here, corner to corner. And that's, again, to keep you from getting any white space and throwing it off with the starkness of the white space. And that is how simple it is with the library card pocket. So then you'll open it up, and she recommends that you fold it on the outside, right? So that way it looks neater and prettier. And the one that she did, she took her corner punch and she did the corners to round them, and then same she did like a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch hole punch, and she just half punched it here so she could have like a little notch. And again, like she said, totally up to you. I'm gonna see how it looks. I might corner it, but I don't have a small enough corner punch, so we'll just kind of fake it with the rounding of it with either like the cap here, right? You would basically do the cap so you can get the rounded corner. Just do, and then you do the same thing over here, and call it a day. So we're gonna put this together, but before I do that, I'm gonna do these. This one here. Now this one's a little bit different. This one basically the line is there where the white flap is. Same thing here. There is no like extra kind of space there. So we're gonna see with this one. And I'm doing it corner to corner, so there's just a slight edge so that we don't see the white. Now with this one, she did not say that we had to put like the backing, because this page is a one solid page that you print on the back of this, so it's not stark white, but it's to another like a library card folio, and I'm taking the elements of that. And then once I do think I'm going to make that actual folio. I just need to get printed on some cardstock paper and make that project, but I wanted those elements for my Hobonichi, for my reading section. And I like the idea of doing it in the inside as well, because then it less chance of, oh my goodness, that's no. That is a no. Can't be seeing that white piece. Being able to see so it doesn't get stuck. So like if you did it like this, it's potential of your stuff getting stuck. It's less potential for your stuff to get stuck if you do it on the outside. But you definitely can do it on the inside, because a lot of paper crafts that I've done in the past are on the inside. And she's right though. I've had a lot of my paper crafts that I've done it the other way where the paper will get stuck. And so I like that idea. And so you literally would take your, so I haven't put them together, I know, but you take your library card and you put your library card in. And there you have it. You put your library card in. So I like that a lot. Don't know which one that I'm going to use. So here's our good old tape. And so I don't know what size this is. Does it say? Oh, a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. And so we're just going to take our 1/4 inch and we're going to put it close to the fold line. And this stuff you should be able to just there, which I was. Yay. And the struggle is really about just getting to lift up the backing off of this, to be honest. That's where the struggle comes in, and using double-sided tape. Because when I tell you this double-sided tape, that backing stays for real. And so I'm just gonna, I think they call it varnish it down. And then we'll pick that up. There's the tape. Fold that in. And we're gonna pick that up. And what I like with this Joann one's kind of like a little yellow tint, so that like, ooh. Oh, this is where I would need one of those little inking daubers so I can ink that little white space right there. But it's not the end of the world, because I laid crooked stickers, so we'll be all right. And then we're going to do the same thing to this one. The only thing I want to keep the butterflies, though. I may just do both of these. because I'm thinking like do one to like write the review, some thoughts on it. I don't know. But when I look at the page, I'm pretty positive it's the butterflies that I want to go with. You don't even need the scissors to basically varnish it down. And because I'm going to put this in my cousin, I don't want to use my art glitter glue. I thought about it. That wet glue on that paper, I don't know how it's going to react to it. So I'm just going to not even worry about it. And where I want to put this is here in my Hobonichi. Let's see which one looks better. And it'll be here on this page, what you reading. And I had glued it trying to get this to stay in that section, which is okay. So maybe do two. One of the butterfly. I don't like the two different designs on the same page though. But let's see. We can have it like this. Or maybe it could work. It could work. Just have to change the view. Just change the view. And this one, although this one has a different look, so it folded up, it would be this one, which I think I might like this one better than this one. And that's another thing you have to look to see. This one has the same design, so this one doesn't matter. Now this one here, you have like several different fold lines, and that's really for you to be able to store these cards in them, you know, if you want extra cards. I'm gonna create this, you know, make that, because I might need that somewhere else in here, so we shall see. But that's really what I wanted to show you. I'm gonna make up my mind. I think I'm gonna do the two here, but I'm trying to think, do I want to have a background? And if I do want to have a background, because I definitely, this is throwing me off, and I don't know if I want to do white out or do a sticker, like one of these stickers to cover it up. I have these box stickers that also came from that set. Spring flowers and the seeds. I could do it like that. But then this is a little off because it should be more like right here. And again, it leaves me the same problem of this. Or do I do the same like this one here? Not the same though, but I think I know. But literally, this is the video I wanted to show you, how we're going to set up doing the library cards. The next time you see this, it will either look like this, or it will have a different background and have these, whichever. But this is the look. We just made some really easy library cards for us to put our title, author. Instead of being date, due, borrower's name, I'm just going to put start and the day that I started the book, and then the day I finish the book, and then we'll decide whether or not I just want to kind of alternate and have different vibes, or this will be like where I'll put the review about the book. I like the two being here, although I do have the ability to do the covers and then write actual lengthier reviews here. So, but I think I'm going to do the two. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to hold you guys as I try to determine how I want this to end up overall. But until the next time in another video, bye.